this is just carrying on from the last video because the other video was just getting too long, so we're going to start a new video now. So welcome back, and today we're going to be tedding out the grass I cut for myself for haylage, and then we'll be mowing, putting the mowers back on and mowing that 100 acres, and then we'll be raking that as well. I don't know whether I'll be raking it or we getting someone else to rake it. And then we're now I'm just going around, I'm just giving this a bit of a grease. Oh, there's a nibble there. There's one up the top as well. I just gave this a quick wash down there. There's a good bit of shite on it, so it's very windy here. I don't know whether you can see it or not, but there's a deer out there, and that's another meadow of mine. And you wonder why we have feckin' TB. That's the now when I was mowing this meadow last night, that deer got spooked and went up across that way. And I see her here now. I wonder, has she a baby? Is that like she's not running away or anything? Look, just starting to run now. I bet you there's a fawn here somewhere. Like that's 2 or 3 days in a row I've seen deer now when I've come down this way. And you wonder why we've TB, and the department are doing very little about it. Very little. There needs to be a serious cull of deers. Whether people like it or not, it really needs to be done, because and it's not just this area that's getting hit. The whole place is just ridden with deers over the whole country. If you took 1/3 of them out, there'll still be loads of deers. So it needs to happen, but it won't happen. Heading to rake this haylage now, just where I have a single rotor rake. Just go into the field here now. Just anyone that doesn't know about a single rotor rake, you see the lads with the big rakes with two spinners. It's just half that, and you come down one side and back up the other side, and it'll still cover 20 foot, I think, or more. I don't know, but like we used to be going around with hay bobs, and you're just going round. And for the baler, man, if I even had someone raking for me, it just saves time then when you're baling. Now, this was only cut, what was it, 2 days ago, and I turned it out this morning again. I didn't video it because I showed you turning it when I was spreading it out the first time. Now look, there is green in it, but it's as dry, and then sure it's going to dry out more once I rake it. And I want a bit of green in it anyway, even like a bit of sappy stuff. As I said before, the stuff the last few years was a bit dry, so. And it's going to be wrapped, double wrapped, so hopefully it'll be really, really the best of stuff. So, Jesus, they're very stiff. Put a bit of oil on them, but anyway. That's the first, just around the headland done. We just lift it now and go back around the other way, and then that's the row done. You don't need high revs for this rake or anything. It says only between 350 and 500, I think, RPM. Like you don't run a Honda 540. That's the job it's doing there now. I think it's a great rake. Much better than the fucking hay bob that we were using anyway. It's just, everything's about time, and it does good big rows, good even bales then coming into the baler, coming out of the baler. So, great job. That's the field done. Just tidying up the headlands, just on the end runs, that's all. So, going to get the baler now. Just have to take a couple of the knives out. Take all the knives out, but I have some of them out. I need to drop down the floor in order to get the other ones out. So take the knives out, and I just need to do a little bit of work, and then we'll be coming baling this, and then I'll have to get the trailer and draw it, and then there's not that much on it. It'll be 50 bales at the max. So just getting the baler ready now, just putting on these guards. There's a guard here to go on there, on the other side. It's just that there's a grease nipple in there, and then just oiling them chains. The only thing is about oiling the chains is that oil goes everywhere and then everything sticks to it. But anyway, I'd rather have it. And that's why then there's so much That's why there's so much shit on the baler then at the end of the season, because you're oiling up the chains more than probably what it needs to, and the stuff's sticking to it. So I just need to stick on the other guard, this guard, stick in net. Oh sorry, there's just, when I let down the back door, there's just that chain on the back chain on either side I need to do. So that's just it, I'll just stick on these guards. It's the first bale of 23 done. Yeah, it needs to be packed just a little tighter. That one's just too soft, and there was a trouble with the net just on the first bale, because just the bars are just, they need to shine off, so there just might be a bit of bother with the first bale or two. But other than that, that's the first bale. The smell of that grass, something else. See, will this one tie on its own? She's tying on her own. It only took one bale. Oh, she didn't tie fully. She just didn't tie fully, so we'll just have to check that. That's it. There was 56 bales on it. Wasn't a bad guess. I said to be about 50. That was not too bad. I thought it was only going to be a half bale. I give it to the two calves up there. It was grand. It'll be able to be wrapped anyway. So look, we'll go and get something to eat. Just on the way down now for the last load. It's around 20 to 10 at the minute, so I hope to maybe finish wrapping and everything by 12 o'clock, into the bed for 12 o'clock. But the cattle are here. See, some of the cattle are here in this field, and I have to get down and open 2 sets of gates. I probably should have put the cattle in the shed. It would have made it just a little bit quicker. So yeah, so if we can get finished up this evening tonight for 12 o'clock, that would be pretty good, because there's a serious week ahead, a very serious week ahead. We'll be a bit of baling to do in the morning, and then we're starting to mow that 100 acres. I'll be going up with the boat with 2 mowers to mow that. As I was saying, it's not very heavy, but they want it cleared for a festival, so we'll be starting to mow that. Probably lunchtime before I get to that, of baling in the morning. I'll see now. I may go through the camera because there's quite a good bit on it. I might have to end it soon. I mightn't get that. That might be another video. I'll have to check the camera then, and sure we'll see. Because I want to get some of the wrapping on it tonight yet. If I can figure, hopefully the wrapper will work. This is the wrapper I bought second hand. It's a new wrapper to me with the double film on it. So just want to set it up and hope. And just a shout out to my young lad Senan. He came with me after dinner there, and he done a little bit of the camera work. It makes some difference if you've someone just even a second pair of hands to do a simple little job like that. He done a bit of the camera work, and he was opening the gates there for one load as well. So good man Senan, we'll get you going on this camera yet. Just the next morning here, where I didn't get the bales wrapped last night because bales are there, because it just wouldn't wrap with the remote control. I got 2 wrapped where it'll wrap manually without the remote, and I went through the settings, and I'm just not sure which settings it is to do it. Now I did message the guy I bought it off. Now it was feckin' 11 o'clock last night. I messaged him just to see would he give me a shout this morning. If not, I can ring a guy from Coolgraney where I usually buy a bit of stuff. Shane there, he knows a lot about the wrapper. So there's probably just a thing to go through on the computer to set it that I can use it for the remote. But set up both films there, and it's working well. It just means that it's wrapping it. I have to get down twice out of the tractor because it comes back. I need to get down to start it, and then I need to get down again because it doesn't stop in the right spot, and then I have to change it and let it off. So like, you have to get down twice. But you look at, it's about 7 o'clock now the next morning. I'm just so busy today. I'm just going to have to keep doing that until your man rings me. Even if, like, there was only 56 bales, so we'll get them done. Like, I have to go baling this morning as well, but like, there's a dew. It's dewy enough, so it'll probably be 10 o'clock before I get baling, and then I have to go mowing. So we'll get a bit of footage of this wrapping anyway. I just left those ones on the trailer. There's some on the trailer there. Just the last bale, I don't know whether that'll wrap or not. It should have been wrapped last night. You know, the last bale, it's only a 3/4 bale, and then there's one just a bit ripped there. I was going to leave them to last. There's a wheel, actually needs a bit of air. But other than that, the wrapper, like, it's working. It is working, but I just couldn't get the remote working on it. So we just have to see. We'll start up the tractors anyway. Look, if I have to get down twice, I have to get down twice. We need to get them done. And there's a serious clean up in the yard. Like, Dad has fertilizer up there. I have this fertilizer. Like, I was meant to spread that, but just when there's no rain coming, I didn't bother spreading it because I'll just wait till rain is forecast. And then there's gates need to be moved, and all those pallets will need to be moved, and all that fence and stuff will need to be moved, and the trailer needs to be moved, because this whole yard is going to be full of either haylage and silage, and then there'll be 2 other yards that I'll have haylage and silage in as well, where I rent a good bit of ground and sell silage and haylage. So anyway, look, we'll get started at this.